Arham had never believed in love at first sight. He thought love was something that grew slowly, like flowers under sunlight, watered with kindness, protected by trust. But that was before he met her. He first saw her on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. The clouds hung low over the university campus, and everyone rushed to find shelter. Arham stood near the old library gate, holding his sketchpad, when a girl passed by, struggling with her umbrella against the wind. Her dupatta flew with the storm. Her eyes met his for a second. She was breathtaking. That night, Arham couldn't sleep. He didn't know her name, but her face lingered like a song he couldn't forget. The next morning, in the design studio, his heart skipped a beat. She walked in, quiet, confident, with a grace that made people stop mid-sentence. She sat 2 rows ahead of him. Her name was Jana. And from that moment on, she was the only thing his heart knew how to draw. The beginning of something beautiful. Arham wasn't rich. His father was a retired government clerk. His mother ran a home-based tailoring business. He lived in a small flat above a bakery and took the local bus to university every day. Jana, on the other hand, was the daughter of a business tycoon. Expensive car, designer clothes, perfect English. They were worlds apart, but not in their hearts. Jana noticed Arham's quiet nature, his simplicity, the way he always helped the janitor, the way he offered his seat to others on the bus. One day, she stayed behind after class to talk. "Do you always draw people you don't know?" she asked, pointing to the sketch on his desk. It was her face. He froze. Then smiled nervously. "Only the ones I want to know." That was the start. Day by day, they became closer, sharing coffee, secrets, notes, smiles. He made her laugh when life at home was heavy. She gave him confidence when the world made him feel small. They would sit on the rooftop of the old science block, watching planes go by. "Where would you go if you could fly anywhere right now?" she asked once. Arham looked at her and whispered, "Wherever you are." The cruel twist of reality. But real life is not a love poem. Jana's father found out. The driver had seen Arham dropping her off on his bike. The next evening, Arham received a call, unknown number. "I don't want you near my daughter again. I don't care how noble you pretend to be, you are not her class. Stay away. Or I'll make sure you disappear." Jana was locked away. Her phone was taken. Her social accounts deleted. Arham tried everything. He waited outside her house, messaged her best friend, even spoke to her professor. Nothing worked. She was gone. For days, Arham wandered the streets. He couldn't eat. Couldn't sleep. He would sketch her face in different moods, smiling, crying, angry, hopeful. He filled pages with Jana. Then one night, standing alone in the rain, he said out loud, "If I can't reach you now, I'll build a life so big, your father will have no choice but to see me." Rise of a dreamer. Arham dropped out of university. Not out of failure, but for focus. He worked 3 jobs, data entry, designing wedding cards, tutoring school kids. Every spare minute, he learned coding and UI design on borrowed laptops at a friend's cyber cafe. For 3 years, he disappeared into the background of life, building quietly, failing often, trying again. He started a small tech studio with 2 friends. Days became nights. Clients rejected them. Rent was unpaid. One partner quit. But Arham didn't stop. He couldn't. Because every time he closed his eyes, he saw her, Jana, standing in the rain, asking, "Will you ever come back?" Then, one day, everything changed. A US-based company bought their mobile app, a budgeting tool for students, for $180,000. It wasn't billions, but it was enough. Arham's story went viral. From broke student to startup founder, news articles, podcasts, tech magazines. He was invited to universities, business panels, even the place he once studied. And then, it happened. At a charity event hosted by Jana's father, Arham was the guest of honor. When hearts remember. Jana hadn't changed. She stood at the edge of the crowd, in a cream sari, holding a glass she never sipped from. Her eyes found him across the room, and time stopped. After the speeches, he walked toward her. "You still draw," she whispered, her voice breaking. "Only one face," he replied, eyes full of tears. Jana held his hand, tightly. "I waited every day. Every minute. I never forgot. I came back for you," Arham said, his voice deep and raw. "Not for revenge. Not to prove anything. Just because I wanted you." They didn't need to say more. That night, under the same stars they once watched from a rooftop, Arham asked her to marry him, not with a ring, but with a promise. "No matter what life throws at us again, I won't let you go. Because all I ever wanted was you." True love meets after much obstacle. Have you ever experienced a love that felt impossible but real? If you like this story, don't forget to subscribe my channel.